Just be a basic MMA triangle defense. First thing you're going to do is always breaking down your opponent's posture. Okay, hands, palms facing toward him. My hips come up in the air, thumbs face towards each other. I want to lift my hips, circle my hands to the outside to break his grip off. Go to his wrist and pull him down with my legs. Okay, by collapsing my hips. So right now my hips are high up in the air. I lift down, collapse my hips, and pull him forward. Okay, so he's trying to break my guard by pushing down. I lift up, pull him down. Okay, now from this side I want to get an overhook. Okay, because the camera's here, I'm going to overhook this one. So overhooks are good for MMA because you're always controlling the opponent's arm. Okay, by that I mean for this arm now it's in my control. He can't hit me with it. Okay, so now his only really part he can attack me with is this hand. No headbutts obviously in MMA, but it's hard to headbutt anyway from here because I have control of the shoulder, so it's going to be hard for him to get any power of his head. So mainly I have to worry now is about this arm. So when I'm here, I break his posture, I bring him down, I overhook that arm, and I want to sit onto the hip that I have, the opposite hip that I have the overhook. So if I have an overhook with my left arm, I'm sitting onto my right hip. Okay, I don't want to stay flat on my back because I don't have as much control. His arm, he can easily pull his arm out when I have this here. Okay, but when I turn, it's more of an awkward angle. I have more control of his shoulder. Okay, and at the same time, I'm not opening him up. So now we're going to assume that it's the guy who doesn't really know what he's doing, and he's going to try to hit you from here. Okay, and when he does that, I use my forearm to block his punch. Okay, hit me again. Okay, I want to block his punch, and now I catch his tricep, back of his tricep with my hand. From here, I replace my knee or my forearm with my knee, with my shin. Okay, and now I turn my body to an angle, and I want to bring my legs as high up on his back as possible. And now from here, I'm going to force his wrist outwards, bring my leg in through his arm, and now I kick my leg around his neck with momentum, and I'm going to force a triangle on him. Okay, so here, lift my hip up, push his arm across his throat, collapse my hips back down, adjust my triangle, nice and tight. Okay, if you have trouble adjusting your triangle, best way to do it is control the head with one hand, grab your own shin, put your foot on his hip, and pivot your body by reclamping your leg like this. Don't slide your leg because you're going to be too much friction. You want to reclamp it. Okay, across his neck, adjust your triangle, now pinch the knees together, pull his head down, and follow. So one more time. We're MMA, he's fighting, I pull him down, boom, overhook one of his arms, turn to my side, he's trying to hit me with that arm. I bring my legs up high, force his wrist out, bring my leg through, adjust my triangle, hips up, arm across the throat, choke. One more time, slow motion, or a little bit more slow. Okay, 1, across, 2. Immediately I go for an overhook and pivot onto my hip, bring my legs up high. Now, if he doesn't throw a punch, I can just grab the wrist. But if he tries to hit me from here, I block with my forearm, replace with my wrist, bring my shin in. Okay, now force his leg out, force his arm out so I can open space for my leg. Bring my legs over his neck, hips up, arm across the throat, bring the hips back down. Now I'm going to adjust my triangle and squeeze. Put him to sleep. Okay? Shit.